what, Luke? What Prime is kind of talk about? That's a real issue. I wanna give you because I never played pro football. I created a media company, right? I'm the media, right? I never played pro football. I created a media company. I come from the inner city, and I come from the culture of football, right? A lot of the writers and stuff who pick these things, which I got an ACC vote this year, right? And I got to watch the ACC put half of Clemson's team on the preseason ACC team, and then by middle of the season was taking half of them off, right? But I'm gonna tell you a real thing when it comes to these voters and these guys. Like, look at it this way, right? Luke, you're a chef, you're a cook, right? You're a chef, you're a cook, and a lot of people learn to cook from their family, from the culture, from wherever they're from. They learn how to cook, but then they created this thing of degrees, and then you can go to school and get become a chef with a degree and things of that nature. But what if the people that were great in the chefs were people that just chose to go to school to be cooks and didn't come from the culture, right? and didn't play. They just chose to be cooks. They chose to go to school, and now they're cooks. And now you got these two separate people, because that's kind of how it is in sports. The sports writers are guys that chose a degree in college, right? I want to be a writer. I love sports. I go up the chain. I learn how to write and fuck around and find myself in the locker room with Lawrence Taylor one day. And I've had these guys, and I've had guys with me because I came from a different place. You know what I'm saying? I came from the culture of football. I kind of came from the fabric of it, you know what I'm saying, and built a media company. But I've had some of the writers, because I see them, they come past me, they get a degree, they graduate, they get hired by the Herald in these places. And the way they look at the players, they look at it like they have a job to do, but sometimes they don't look at the players as real people. And I've had them tell me this, like, listen, bro, I used to just write anything until I actually got to know Devin Brown. And you know what I'm saying? I actually got to know him and realize he's a real person. And it's like these writers, and some of them go right up the flagpole, like your friend Dan Le Batard, right? Go to school, become famous, take that lane right up, and he's the one who's making the decision. Should Barry Bonds be in the Hall of Fame, or should, you know what I'm saying, he has a vote, or should be, and they're from a place of, a lot of times they don't entrench themselves into the sport to understand the people or get to know the people. And I think it's playing out on social media with some of these social media accounts when guys post things that are just like bro, like that is so far from what sports is, but you're doing it just for like clicks and shit, because you're probably somewhere in somebody's basement. You've never played the sport before, and you think it's cool to say Lamar Jackson looks high on a Thursday night in front of a food truck.
Let me tell you. Go ahead.
Talk to me. No, I'm just saying. So I want people to visualize these two different lanes, and then somehow the industry gave those guys power to pick who these guys who've been backpedaling their whole fucking life and playing football, trying to get their family out of goddamn poverty, gave them power over